Hello and welcome to these interactions once again. We have the one and only Prakash Raj with us in this interaction. Prakash, I'll call you like that.
Please.
Yeah, because I know that you're originally Prakash Rai. Balachandar made you Prakash Raj.
Yeah.
But we go back, we have a long connection. Kerala has a long connection with
Yes.
Balachandar also. But then I would like to, because you have given a lot of interviews, you constantly interact with the public through your social media posts. So a lot of your views, sort of your opinions are known to us. But there are two things that I want to explore. One is some of the recent developments which you have personally been involved with. And of course, there is something which I always, when I look at the interactions that you've had with the media, what triggered your political social orientation, it is not there. But then I think we'll come to that later. Let us start with this recent ED investigation against you, and then we have said that that they are not able to get my real wealth because the real wealth is the people.
And that's what the right wing is also facing. They're going to stop me from work. I say, you don't know how rich I am. I'm rich enough to lose. And when I say rich enough to lose, it's not the money. It is the chiseling I've had with the exposure to being liberal, being outspoken. The love and the support I get from people and the meaning I've got being open. See, being an actor, it's very easy to die not being known.
Okay.
You may die very famous, but you will die, people will know you through your characters and your roles. They will never know you, what you have stood for, what you have stood against. So me, I have been open with what I am standing for and what I am against. And today when I walk around with 3 decades of cinema, people love me more for what I stand for than an actor. And I think that's the most liberating thing in my life. So this is what I told ED too. So ED, Enforcement Director, there was a scam, jewelry company, which I had done an ad many years back. And they later turned in to be a scamsters. So, see, the problem with ED is, before you send the notice, before the notice they send to me, I get it through the media.
Okay.
So I came to know there is going to be a ED raid on you from a journalist friend of mine. I said, oh yeah, okay. Must be connected with this. Then 4 days later, I get the summons.
Okay.
So I go to them and I say, I think you have called me for this because the whole media is abuzz with the scam. And I give them this, the 10 lakh rupees I had received. And I've paid the taxes. They said, why will we call you for 10 lakhs? So probably they were thinking that, Prakash being popular, Prakash across the country being popular, or his closeness to different political parties or leaders, he is against the right wing because somebody is funding him.
Okay.
I said, chalo, nikalo bhai, abhi kya karna hai? So it was a 13.5-hour wonderful experience for me because...
In one day?
In one day. They started and I said, fine. And then I was sitting and they were talking questions. And I told him, officer, because the officers are extremely good officers. In the sense, they know what they're asking. You can't escape them. Who's making them ask is another thing.
Their homework is good.
Homework is good. Their homework is so good to an extent that they said, why did you give your BMW car to your driver a few years back? I said, I just felt like giving him. It is 10 years old car. But why would you give it? If you sell it, it is only 1.5 lakhs. He wanted. No, he has sold it in January. But you have raised depreciation till March.
Okay.
He said, what is that, 280 rupees? How much fine should I give? And that's none of your business. Right? It goes on like that. And then they said, will you have lunch? I said, no. Why are you not having lunch? For me, eating is a ritual for me. You are questioning my integrity. I am very angry. So they had lunch and there was this one police lady who was there and she said in Tamil, in Nachallam, they are doing this to you. Did you not eat? Why? So I come back and I say, what was she saying? I said, you can't put ED raid on the love she gives me.
Yeah.
So it's okay who is doing it. But then we'll have to face it. As an officer, they asked me. And as a citizen of this country, I answer them. I said, next time you call, I'm not going to come.
Okay.
So see, I understand that. And I think by getting an ED raid, there is an ISI mark.
Yeah.
Like all of us who oppose this system. But fine, it is fine. But the second time they called me just now, recently. But that was their duty to call on these betting apps.
Okay.
Which I had a betting app I had promoted in 2016.
Okay.
And then I came to know, because it was a 3-year contract,
Ah.
and the minute I came to know it is going to turn into gambling the next year, I said,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
So I did not receive any money. I said, no, I don't want to do it. They
Ah.
said, why did you not receive money? I said, I did not want to. It is a decision of integrity I have taken.
Ah.
Yes, I did go, I did it, but they have used it in 2021. I said, yeah, I have sent a notice to them that they can't use it.
Right.
Now they have nothing else. But they wanted to see the trial where the money comes from.
Okay.
I said, I know this is not witch hunting.
Ah.
So the minute you call, I'll come and answer.
Yeah.
So, but today when you see the country, that how EDs, election commissions or anything is working, the institutions have been taken by the right wing. Then you doubt every such thing. And why is it exactly on those people who oppose them?
Absolutely.
Who talk to them, or the governments, or the ministers, or anybody. Now, you know their
System.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's fine. But the point is, again, that is very good for me. I welcomed it because world knew my integrity. I could not be with only my integrity has saved me. That I knew that I am not a committed fellow. But see, that is what they want. If somebody is speaking the truth, they want to taint him. He's an anti-Hindu. He's against the nation. He's an urban Naxal.
The branding.
Yeah. And they do it very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking about what happens in your sector, you had said that that artists, especially artists in the film world, most of them are silent, or others have been sold off. It is true for my profession also. I've been a journalist for more than 4 decades now. So I also see this in my own sector, that that either people are sold off or they are being suppressed.
See, we should realize one thing, when history is written in future, it may forgive those who did the crimes. It will never forgive who were silent. We should not be silent. And there was a very big actor in this country, and somebody said he has a very strong and a great voice. I said, why is he not using it?
Right.
So I believe that I don't believe in art for art's sake.
Okay.
There's a very interesting Palestinian poetry, which recent what is happening in Gaza. That poet writes, it's translation of a Palestinian poetry. He says, if you don't want politics in my poetry, I should be able to listen to the song of the birds. In order to listen to the song of the birds, the sounds of the warplane should be silenced.
Absolutely.
When the warplanes are looming, it should come into my art, it should come into my speech, it should come into my reactions. An artist has reached his pedestal just not because of his talent, because the people's trust, people's love. And when there is something in the society, I think he has to speak up, because he will represent a voice. And if artists like me don't speak, I will make a society covered. When I can speak, when I have the strength to speak, when a common man has no voice to speak, I should represent that voice. And I believe in that. And a lot of my people because they were investments, some of them are genuinely interested, but they say, but if we talk, we will be destroyed. I say, okay, but then at least when you vote, when you're silent, don't sell. See, business is somebody sells, somebody buys. But what do you do business with somebody who has sold themselves?
Yeah. Now, if you look at the history of Indian cinema, and especially the artists in the film world, you had the tradition of people like Balraj Sahni, Guru Dutt, we have Raj Kapoor, who are all very vocal about social issues. Not only they address these things in their films, but they were also just like you, they were also.
They were. Today, see, the point is, that's what we'll have to understand with this right wing. Not everybody with the right wing accept their ideology. They're opportunists. That's what I'm saying. If somebody is selling themselves, it's not because of... See, if you have a difference in ideology, we can have a discussion, we can have a dialogue. These people who are silent, who should speak, when they sell themselves, they sell us.
Absolutely.
And I'm worried about that, and I want to get detached with it, and I want to call a spade a spade.
But when
I think people also should understand that. No, why are you not speaking for us?
When you talk of detachment, you are essentially aligned with social movements which they stand for secularism, democracy, human rights, but you have not reached out to any political organization, unlike Kamal Hassan, who has, who started his own party and then now he has joined hands.
He wants to do politics that way.
Yeah.
And I think I'm doing the right sort of politics. Because I come from a belief, who should do politics in this country?
Everybody should do politics.
No, I think people should do the politics. Citizens should. The leaders, political people are not supposed to do politics. They're supposed to do their job. Whether it's the Prime Minister, whether it's the Chief Minister, whether it's an MLA, he is representing us with our money. We should do politics when we choose. Why are they doing politics? How has things changed? And politics is opposition. Eternal opposition is also politics. No?
Absolutely.
So my Guruji, Gauri's father Lankesh, at very young age, when I was young, he said a line which which resonates even now. He said, the media, an artist, and the citizens should be eternal opposition party. Even if your friend who is in the opposition party becomes a ruling party, you immediately become because you need to be a whip. You need to see to it that there is a pressure of accountability on them. So I think I have chosen to do politics this way, sitting among the people and talking. And I have every right. There was one MP or MLA, I remember, and he said, how much tax do you give? You talk so much about you giving the money. I said, how much tax do you give? You tell me that. Around 30 lakhs. I said, I pay 2 crore tax. I have more right to talk than you. It is my money. I want to know where the money is going. Is it going to Manipur? Is it going to the village? Or is it going to your petrol and your costume or makeup? I want to know. It's my money.
Yeah, you had this profound.
That is my money. If it is Modi, if I have elected him or not elected him, he is still my Prime Minister and you are still accountable to me.
Yeah. I think, one of your most striking statements was on the makeup and the acting capacity.
It is, no. That ये नाटक क्या चल रहा है भाई और किसके पैसे से चल रहा है? No, so the point is, I am harsh because it's my money. It's a taxpayer's money. How dare you ask me not to ask you questions? It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, of course, your questions are you've been regularly asking. In fact, you've been asking more questions than people in my realm. People in
That
media.
again, see, the media has sold. Some medias are still strong. I still see a lot of individuals who come. But then some medias, I don't go to certain medias only because they edit. Like with Subramania Swamy, I was having a talk. And they edited it.
Okay.
I asked Mr. Subramania Swamy, you are talking about a country of harmony. Okay. Your wife is a Parsi. Your daughter is a Muslim. You are a Hindu. It's okay to be in your house.
Yeah.
Why is it not in the country? He says, edit that.
Okay.
So you don't want this narrative at all. You don't want to fight with me on these narratives.
Yeah.
I'm asking you a straight question.
Well, I just want to go back to, because this your orientation, where it comes from. You spoke about Lankesh. I had also met him as a young journalist. I had gone to Bangalore in the mid 1980s, and I had met him. And Lankesh Patrika was a kind of very important symbol for us. How did you get this socio-political orientation?
My orientation became because of my theatre and my literature. So I was a young kid in St. Joseph's Indian High School and then to St. Joseph's College. And then when I started doing my theatre, I had the great horizons to reach, whether it was Lankesh, whether it was Tejasvi, whether it was Kuvempu. And then we had a very great theatre movement, which was a protest movement where I participated in more than 2,000 street plays across the state.
Did you collaborate with Prasanna?
No. A lot of people. B.V. Karant was there. Prasanna was doing theatre. We were there with Abhinay Taranga, Chitra, Bidi Nataka Tanda. So there was this orientation already to see into what it is. And when we were with great, Navya writers, Bandala writers like Sidlingaya is a Dalit poet who came down, and there was a very big farmers movement with Nanjun Swami, which happened in Karnataka. And there was a great Dalit movement which happened. So we were, as youngsters, we were chiseled by that, And then when I come back, I met people like Balachandar or Maniratnam or, Vetrimaran now when I see, or the director, the boy who was with me now made Jai Bhim. So constantly, I have a lot of good scientists who are friends, environmentalists like Kripakar Senani, who are my friends. So constantly I have my friends who, I have always said that, I've seen to it that I don't do detour, that there is a conscious, there is an omnipresence of so many things, which is around me. But probably I was seen more post Gauri's death, because
Right.
when I reacted, I did not know that when I said, why are people celebrating the right wing? That is when they pounced on me. And
Right.
then I realized, no. I knew the fight she was fighting. And then when we buried her, as a very, very, very painful statement, I said, I'm not burying her, I'm sowing her. To tell this right wing that if you scuffle a voice, a stronger voice will be born, and that's me. That's me, Gauri, now. Now do what you want to do. You thought you will stifle a voice? And when you see your friend's dead body in front of your doorstep, how will you keep quiet? So we have to tell them that when you bury, something will come out. More voices will come out. Today's Umar Khalid is inside. And also you should realize, in my life, I've been so lucky to realize, how many people must have taken so much of pain for what we are talking today.
Right.
Can't I take a little of that? Probably that is the orientation I have received. It's not just that I studied. I've been very lucky with the right people, with the right literature, like theatre, the movement which chiseled me and said there is something else which is a meaning to life.
So even in your younger college student days and all that, you were not actively aligned with any political orientation?
Never. I have never, even when I stood for election to know what elections are, I stood as an independent.
Yeah.
Bangalore Central. I said, no, it is not the question of winning. But I will not join any political party because it's not done. I'll get into that system, but I thought my relevance in Indian politics is being with the people. I should understand what is the relevance. No? You become an MP, or you become an LA, or you become a Rajya Sabha, and that's the whole thing again. But I personally felt my relevance was this: as an artist, as a citizen of this country, and being an MP doesn't give me much more than what I already have.
Right. Perhaps you may lose. Perhaps you may actually lose in material terms also.
Material terms also. That's okay. I don't want. So for me, I am very clear with my politics that I will be a voice. I will be an eternal opposition party. So now, even if it is like, for example, I'm talking against the right wing and BJP. If Siddaramaiah was not good to the farmer, recently I went and stood against Siddaramaiah and I said, why don't you do it?
Okay.
So I lose that moral right.
Yeah.
Once I align with the party, I lose the moral right. And again, it goes back to that one great sentence my mentor said. That an artist and a citizen should be an eternal opposition party.
Well, I think we would, from our organization, we would wish you more strength to be the eternal opposition. But I have to ask you, because we are sitting in Tirur at Tunjan Parambu, where the legendary MT Vasudevan Nair was there, and you said just now that that he had called you earlier. So he was not able to come earlier. What are the memories that you have?
I have a lot of. We have grown up reading him. We have grown up his translations, his speeches. In fact, with my theatre incubator, we want to do his Bimayana.
Okay.
The sort of when I talk about Kuempu or great right like this thing. So when Muhammad Vaikam Bashir we read, and though I read translations, MTV has influenced a lot of thought process to us as younger generation. If they were not there, we wouldn't know. So they need not be, we could be Ekalavyas, then he need not be a direct teacher. So we have Master Sachidanandan. Are you a Malayali? I'm not a Malayali, but I look up at their work. In fact, now we produced Madilugal in Kannada as a musical.
Right.
And we called it Political Prisoners.
Okay.
Because there's so much to give. So I hold him very high. So I have a letter which I'm going to, because he had requested me writing a letter.
Yeah.
And which is very close to my heart, and I'm so sad that I couldn't make it when he was here. But I did make it today, and that's the memory with him.
Yeah.
And MTV will have memories with people whom he has not met too.
Yeah.
Because because they are the source of a river which chiseled our thinking, which oriented us, which gave us hope and a lot of integrity and strength.
Like you, he also never joined any political party.
Yes.
he was also he spoke very little, but when he spoke at the right time, he spoke
Yes.
when the most crucial moments.
Yeah.
He spoke when demonetization happened.
Yeah.
So basically, I think there is some similarity in the way.
We should continue the legacy, because after some time we will also become his age. We can't behave like students. So that's what they expect also. Will these kids who grow up become legacy and will be like me, icon to the next generation? That is the continuity of that spirit of resilience and the spirit of perception we need to continue.
Well, finally, we know that you have a special liking for Kerala because you have stated that in so many stages. And so, once more, I would like you to ask you what exactly is the thing that you like most about Kerala.
See, Kerala, look at the sort of literary festivals happens here. Look at the element of the harmony here. And I feel like breathing in Kerala. The love I get, and the most beautiful thing is, they don't like me as an actor. They like me more.
No, they like you also an actor.
That's okay, but that respect, to have heard me, to have listened to me. Yesterday I was releasing a book by Lijesh by Mathrubhumi, which has one of my interviews.
Yeah.
As I said, releasing a book, there was Majidi who has written 9 people's interview who are not Keralites.
Yeah.
Who come from different parts of the world. And the very thought that Kerala wants to hear, Kerala wants to own them, because we are connected with the thought. We are connected with the resilience. We are connected with perceptions, and that is what brings me. And I love the food, I love the sea, I love the fish. But more than that, that liberated air which is there, where we can differ, where we can have a dialogue, where we can talk. And I think
where you can be the eternal opposition.
Eternal opposition, and where you can be what you want to be, what you are. And that is something which I love Kerala about.
Thank you, Prakash. It was very short. We could have spoken for hours, but
we shall.
Yeah.
We shall.
Anyway, all the best, and all the best for your being the eternal opposition.
Thank you so much.